Hey best friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I am partnering with Eayon hair, and I am going to show you guys how I do the melt method with the Bold Hold Active glue, lace glue. So this is the hair that I got from Eayon. It's a Waterwave texture. It does come with an elastic band with it. It is a 13x6 wig. It has 4 combs, adjustable straps, and it is big head friendly because I wear a size 23 and it fits me perfectly. So I feel like the key to having melty lace is customization. I don't care what wig you get, you're gonna have to do some type of customization to it to make it look natural and suitable for you. So what I like to do, I like to go into bleaching my knots. I do have a full detailed tutorial on how I do this, and I let my bleach sit on my wig for about 25-30 minutes. I did use quick glue and a 30 volume developer for this process. And so this is my cap. Before I even get started, I like to wash my hands, make sure my hands is free of oil. I like to put some alcohol on my hands as well. And I did a close-up for you guys so you guys could see my cap and that the edges are not laid down. So I'm going to take a little bit of the glue on the tip of my finger, and I am going to lay those edges down so you won't be able to see that underneath my wig. And I'm going to do this for my entire hairline or the cap line, and then we're going to start the layers of the glue. So what happens is, because I'm using my finger, I make sure my fingers are super clean throughout this entire process, because if the glue dries down on my fingers, it'll start collecting like hair and stuff like that. So I'll take my rag that I'll have with alcohol on it, and I'll rub my fingers in the top of the glue just so it won't get like gunky and sticky. So like that's what I'm doing. I'm showing you I'm wiping my fingers off, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and continue with the process. And before I move to the next layer of glue, I am going to wait till it dries clear, and then I am going to clean off my finger once again. Okay, so I was running out of glue, so I just started doing dots. But I feel like the key to having a flawless install is thin glue layers. So what I'm going to rub the glue on my hairline until I get the layers that I am desiring for. So they're not super thick layers, they're thin layers. I have a semi-low hairline, so a part of my hairline by my eyebrows comes low, so I have to wear my wig directly on my hairline in order for me to get the most realistic install. So what I like to do is I'll got to be glue my cap on my actual hairline, and then I will use the Bold Hold Active and I will put it on the cap and a little bit on my skin as well. So and I did notice that like you have to put a nice width of glue on your hairline, maybe an inch and a half, because I used to do like a little thin sliver, like a little sliver of glue, and it never really used to hold as well. But when I started doing like an inch and a half of glue on the hairline, it stuck and it'll stay on for, I mean, I wear my wigs. If I wear my wigs for a long time for me is like 5 days, and it'll still be down. So yeah, so and if I feel like I made a mistake and I went too far down, I'll take my rag with my alcohol and I'll just clean up the lines a little bit. And you want to clean up the lines while the glue is still white, because once it turns transparent, it's going to get sticky and it's going to take a little bit more work to clean off. So I noticed with that last layer of glue I got a little bit messy, so I did take my rag with the alcohol and I'm just going to clean up the lines a little bit so I could prepare it for the wig install. So I'm going to sit the wig on top of my head. I am not going to apply it just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these clips that I get from Sally's or Amazon. I'll link both links to both different stores where I get these clips from, and I'm just going to pin all the hairline out of the way, just so I won't have any flyaways or any like loose hair that's going to get on the glue and things of that nature. So I'm going to just pin the entire hairline back. I don't know if I mentioned that this hair was already pre-plucked, so I did not have to go in and pluck it. It was pretty plucked, good enough for me in the situation. So the only customizations I actually did was bleaching the knots. Okay, so once I have the hair pinned back, I'm going to make sure that the lace is even on both sides, so I have enough, the same amount of lace on both ears. So I like to grab the middle of the wig and pull it directly down to the highest point of my forehead, which is directly in the center. And I'm directly in the mirror because I'm trying to see where the glue starts, because I want my wig a little bit before the glue starts, because I want a free edge so I could be able to cut it, mimic my natural hairline. So when it comes to pressing my lace down, I don't like to fully push it all the way down in the glue, because I don't know if I'm gonna have to adjust the wig. So I kind of lightly tap it down, and in certain spots I do push it all the way down, like by the ears I push that down. But then as you can see right here, I'm going to pull the lace a little bit further down on my face and then push it all the way in, because it needed to be adjusted. So that's what I do, just in case if I have to make adjustments onto the lace. And from that point, I grab my blow dryer, and then I will just blow dry the lace into the glue. So I like actually using my blow dryer to push the lace down. I don't know where my attachment is, but I'm just using the actual blow dryer. Now this blow dryer gets really hot, so I am on my medium warm setting, just regular warm setting, and I'm actually pushing the warmth of my blow dryer onto the lace, onto the hair, to push it down in the glue. So I do that a couple of times around my hairline, and once I feel like it's really tight and secure, I'll move on to my next step. So while the glue is setting, I am going to style my hair. Like, I've been feeling side parts as of lately, so of course I'm going to wear a side part. I am going to wet my hair with water, but be careful not to get your hairline wet, okay, because your glue is not set all the way. So if you wet it with anything, mousse, water, hairspray, it's going to lift, and that's what you want to avoid. All right, so I am wetting my hair down with water. I am using a rat tooth to comb it through, and I'm also going to go get my Cantu wave and curl mousse to help define and take away the frizz of my hair. Now that my hair has the styling products, I am going to take those clips again, and I'm going to pin my hair back because it's time to cut the lace. Alright, so I'm going to just take a couple of clips, pin it back to get the hair out of my way, out of my face, and we're going to go right into cutting my lace. So for this install, I am going for the no baby hair or the minimum baby hair look. I want to show you guys like all hairline, the meltdown, okay? And look at that hairline as it is right there. It's bomb. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm cutting slits into the lace, so it's easier for me to go through it and cut the lace off with my razor. And this is an eyebrow razor, and I love to use it. Look at that hairline, like it's so bomb. Like, oh, get in closer, Cynthia. So I like to start off in the middle, and I am just going to just cut off the excess lace, and I'm just going to follow the guidelines I set for myself when I put the glue down. So the lace is already melted down onto my skin, and I'm just going to cut the remainder of the lace off that's lifted off of my forehead or my skin. And it's super easy, and this is what it looks like. It's so bomb. And after you cut off all the lace, you could go in and just trim a little bit, because there might be some pieces that's lifted up. You can either glue that down or like trim it off, and I choose to trim it off because it'll give me a closer like shape of my hairline, like how my hairline normally is. So I choose to cut it off. So you can do either or, cut it off or glue it down. So my hairline is still a bit ashy because I did not tint the lace or anything like that. I am going to take some alcohol and I'm going to clean up around my hairline where I can kind of see some glue. And I'm just going to go there and just, you know, do a little bit of fine tuning, cleaning off the hairline, making sure that my forehead is not sticky. I am not touching the lace whatsoever because remember, the lace is not set. So if any type of liquid touches that lace and that glue, you will have lifting. So I'm just going in and cleaning around my hairline, and if I have to cut some more lace off, I will cut some more lace off. So I like to just go into my hairline without being really defined and just pull some of the little wispy hairs that's closest to the lace free edge, and I'm just pulling them down so I can see where I want to cut. And that's basically all I do when it comes to, you know, installing my lace. And from this point, I'll just take my lace grip and I will wrap that on my head, and I'll just let that marinate onto my scalp and everything like that for about 30 minutes. And then when I take it off, she's melty. So I like using a lace grip because it's a great alternative than using a scarf or the paper strips to adhere to your head so you can have the melting effect. It has Velcro on it, so it's easy to remove and reuse and stuff like that. So that's why I like to use a lace grip. You can order this off of Amazon. I'll leave a link down below. And this is what my wig looked like after I freshly laid it, and she was very blended, okay? And so this is what it looks like 2 days later of me sleeping on the hair after I set it, what my hairline looks like. And she's very much vacay hair, like vacation hair. She's about 150 density, the perfect density. It's not too much, it's not too thin, and I did not receive any shedding. But I definitely suggest with any curly hair or any hair in general, make sure you deep condition with silicone mix, you guys. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, leave them down in the comment area, or if you just have, you know, questions about the application in general, I'll be down there trolling per usual, and I'll be back with another video. Bye, best friends.